Hi everybody. Do you know anybody in your food recovery journey that has disappeared? They've just gone out of sight. They were as enthusiastic as you were. In fact, when you got into the I don't know if this is going to work place, they were extremely helpful for you and encouraging you and motivating you and losing along with you, and then suddenly, poof, they're gone. Do you know those people? Do you know where they went? I see it on podcasts, and it's kind of interesting because two of my favorite ones have just disappeared. One, as I told you, went out for her birthday and had grains and sugars, which she hadn't had for a while. Haven't seen her since. The other one went on vacation and has done a couple of videos since he came back from vacation saying that he's not going to be following his grain-free lifestyle and his keto diet, and he's gone poof too. And besides missing them, it's just very interesting, and I'm sure Weight Watchers counts on this just like gyms do, that the gung-ho just goes. And where are they? And, we need strong, solid consistency and support. We need the support from others that'll say, go team, go pickles, go. And we also need the solidness of somebody that we can, like tuning in here, I sometimes think, oh God, I'm just going to go on and on about nothing. But I guess it's important for me to hear too. And, in my routine, it's very important. I don't want to do that disappearing act for myself or for others. And I know how easy it happens. I know how easy it happens. One of my dearest friends, we were working together about 1.5 years ago, and she liked what she saw happen for me, and so she joined Weight Watchers. And she did pretty good. I think she dropped almost 20, and she didn't have a lot to lose, but she just lost the stuff that, if we could only, that when you grab your belly. And I think that she was probably, her fighting weight would be a 4 to a 6. And so she was creeping towards maybe the 8 to 10 range. And then she's disappeared. And, she's called a few times. We don't work together anymore. And she's called a few times and, we really need to talk, my weight, I need to know, I need to get back on track. And it's so hard. If any of you have lost a great amount of weight, like say through Weight Watchers or Jenny Craig or Nutrisystem or whoever, and then it's slowly, you reach lifetime and maybe get lazy. I don't know. It's something that I fear. It's like, I don't know. I guess I have a healthy fear of dropping, something that I'm doing that keeps me consistent and it working. And it's funny because in AA, they say, if you don't think you have a problem and you don't think you need meetings anymore, well, drop a few meetings and, you can see real quick. And if you start drinking, then maybe you'll figure out which meeting it was that you should have kept going to, right? And it's like a wink, wink. So, yeah, like for me, I don't know about your toolkit, but my toolkit is shopping for the right food, planning and prepping for the right food, tracking it in my tracker, and then actually having what's on the tracker and not more, weighing and measuring, and being consistent, using my measuring spoons, using my little weigher, weighing myself on my scale, not my Damien scale, but the good old one that like I've been using for 10 years. There's no magic with it. It's that consistency. It's exercising most days of the week. I go for my 4-mile walk. Sometimes it's 2. Today, because it's 3:02 a.m., it can be a 4-mile walk before I go to work. And that keeps me sane and consistent and wanting to stay that way. I don't want to be a drop off the face of the earth. I don't want to be a drop out of this. You know, when you go onto YouTube and you see some of your favorites, and you know, then there's the other one that comes back every 6 weeks or so, and she looks larger and larger, and she's still eating junky food and touting it. And it's like, I want to just go on a field trip and round up these people that had so much to offer us when they were being consistent. I guess we really, really need that. It's a we kind of deal, you know? It's not a just me all by myself, although, you know, ironically, only I can eat what I eat. Nobody's force feeding me. And so, you know, I have to make these choices in the store. And it's a freedom I love. I love being able to choose what I eat and not having somebody have dominion over what my food plan is, unless I was rich and I told them to buy it for me. But so yeah, the disappearing act, it saddens me because somebody has such great momentum. And you can see it in them, and you can feel it in them when they talk on the videos and they do their what I ate in a day, and then they tell you that they've lost or they've stayed the same. And they don't really share too many difficulties, and then something comes up, some change in their regular routine, and we lose them. It's just, that's how fast it can go. And if you don't think that you have a food addiction, think of it like a drug addict or an alcoholic. All it takes is one relapse, and you might not come back the way that you left. You might lose what you had for a good long time, if not forever. And that's how it can be with food. It's that easy. Maybe summer's more difficult because the three of them, it is July, and they dropped off now. Maybe the consistency of the colder months and the routine of, you know, the school year type thing, college year. You know, one level, it's a different thing than a work week, but it still has more discipline to it. Like if you're home with 3 or 4 kids, your routine is definitely upset for the summer. Maybe that's a good thing and maybe it's not. You know, you can only eat so many grapes and strawberries at the beach before you go, sugar spike, maybe this is too much. You know, and you can't necessarily bring a lot of things to the beach that if you were going to the office. I don't know. But I guess I feel sad. Have any of you ever disappeared and just gotten away from whatever success that you had, thought, yep, I got it, and then all of a sudden, well, it seems like all of a sudden, it could be a week, 2 months, a year, you get back onto the scale and you say, holy moly, what happened here? Where did these 19 pounds come from? Wow, I thought I was Lifetime and I didn't even need to go there because my pants were still fitting. Maybe they weren't still fitting. Maybe you moved into that other size, the size that you had right before you hit your goal. You know, the size before the size when you hit your goal. And suddenly those are the comfy things that you're wearing. And you don't really give it a thought because you've lost your momentum. So it's a real slippery slope. And I'd love to hear from those of you that have done a disappearing act. And what happened? They say that when you slip and fall, don't look where you fell, look where you began to slip. So what was it? What was it in your beautiful plan and your journey and your success that made you coast and lose what you had? Love to hear from you. This has been Sarah, and for now, I'm not doing a disappearing act. I'm here. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye for now.